One rule for them, and one rule for others. Honestly, this Labour government are never out of the headlines for the wrong reasons. In today's video, we will be discussing the story as a Labour MP has been exposed for transferring his family's estate before the recent tax rises. What a disgrace. In today's video, we will discuss the whole story, whilst also going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we have new Make Britain Great, again t-shirts available on our store. Go grab them now. They are available at britishstand.com or check the link in the description. Labour MP Henry Tufnell's family transferred valuable farmland just 20 days before the party's budget introduced controversial inheritance tax changes affecting farmers. The 32-year-old MP for Mid and South Pembrokeshire has found himself at the centre of a row over his family's financial planning. Labour MP Henry Tufnell's family transferred valuable farmland just 20 days before the party's budget introduced controversial inheritance tax changes affecting farmers. The 32-year-old MP for Mid and South Pembrokeshire has found himself at the centre of a row over his family's financial planning. The timing of the transactions by his parents, Mark and Jane Tufnell, who own the 2,200-acre Calmsden estate in the Cotswolds, has raised questions about potential foreknowledge of Labour's tax plans. The move could save the family millions in future tax liabilities under new rules targeting agricultural land. The family home at Calmsden features an arboretum, tennis court, spring-fed swimming pool, and ornamental gardens designed by Alice Keane, daughter of Earl Howe. The family also owns multiple residential properties on the Calmsden estate and a £4.4 million Belgravia Mews house. For estates like Calmsden, with its 2,200 acres, valued at around £10,000 per acre, this could mean a potential tax liability exceeding £4 million. On October 10th, just 20 days before the budget announcement, Mark and Jane Tufnell transferred ownership of Upper Colne Farm and Stud directly to Henry's brother Albemarle, 22, according to the Daily Mail. Upper Colne is understood to be a farming business that controls nearly a quarter of the Calmsden estate's holdings, with assets of £2,017,081, including £1,945,468 in agricultural land. Albemarle acquired significant control, with 75% or more of shares. Under current tax laws, this transfer means death duty won't be due on Upper Colne Farm and Stud when Mark and Jane pass away, provided they live beyond October 2031. What are your thoughts on this disgrace? Let me know in the comments. In other news, Donald Trump's former national security advisor has warned that the US President and Sir Keir Starmer are unlikely to forge a strong personal relationship. Speaking to the media, the advisor said, "I don't think he and Starmer will get along well. They're very different personalities." He stressed that while relationships at the top level might be strained, the fundamental alliance remains secure, noting, "I think the ties between the countries are strong, regardless of what happens at the top." The stark assessment comes as the Prime Minister faces mounting pressure over his approach to US-UK relations. Starmer has insisted on pursuing closer ties with the EU, despite warnings it could alienate Trump. Speaking at the annual Lord Mayor's banquet in the City of London, the Prime Minister declared a softer Brexit deal was vital for our growth and security. He revealed he had already made progress on resetting relations with Brussels. The Prime Minister also claimed he could strengthen ties with Trump simultaneously, noting he had told the President-elect he would invest more deeply than ever in this transatlantic bond with our American friends. Discussing the future prospects for future UK-US relations, Bolton suggested a potential path forward through trade negotiations. "I think Trump would be open to it. He supported Brexit. Didn't happen before," he told the media. He emphasized that a bilateral free trade agreement could be beneficial for both nations, noting its absence since Brexit was remarkable. The advisor suggested Starmer could do a lot for the country if he really pursued a free trade agreement, if he believes in it, if he doesn't want to head back toward Europe. He advised that Starmer should keep his eye on the ball and look out after British interests. Starmer has firmly rejected suggestions that Britain must choose between its allies. Against the backdrop of these dangerous times, the idea that we must choose between our allies, that somehow we're with either America or Europe, is plain wrong. I reject it utterly, he declared at the banquet. He emphasized that despite past Labour criticism of Trump, including Foreign Secretary David Lammy once describing him as a tyrant in a toupee, Britain would never turn away from the US. The special relationship was forged on the battlefields of 2 world wars, he added. Lastly, Princess Kate is expected to undertake more royal duties than previously planned, as she attends her first state visit, since she announced she was diagnosed with cancer. She will join King Charles and the Prince of Wales as they host the Emir of Qatar and one of his wives on the last visit to Buckingham Palace for 3 years. Buckingham Palace announced that Queen Camilla will miss part of the engagement due to lingering side effects from a chest infection she developed on her return from a royal tour of the South Pacific in October. The Princess of Wales will take part in an official welcome by horse guards and a carriage procession back to Buckingham Palace. The 42-year-old, who is gradually returning to royal duties, will also join senior members of the royal family for a private lunch at the monarch's official residence and stay to view a display of Qatari artifacts from the royal collection. However, she will miss the evening's state banquet. In March, Princess Kate announced her cancer diagnosis. However, in a health boost in September, the royal revealed she had finished her preventative chemotherapy treatment as she continues to recover. The Princess of Wales attended several high-profile events, such as Trooping the Colour, Remembrance Sunday and Wimbledon, over the last 11 months since she stepped back from senior working duties to focus on her recovery. Princess Kate will host 1,600 people who will join the royal family at Westminster Abbey on December 6th for her Together at Christmas annual carol service. The state visit is considered one of the highlights of the royal calendar. Senior Qatari diplomats have told the Mail that they are deeply honoured. The king has chosen their country as the first Middle Eastern state to be invited for a full state visit to the UK since Charles's accession. Queen Camilla, 77, is set to miss the ceremonial welcome, the outdoor event on Horse Guards Parade, and the carriage ride back to Buckingham Palace. The royal will attend lunch at the palace on the royal party's return and hopes to view an exhibition in the picture gallery. Camilla, who contracted a chest infection after her royal tour of Australia and Samoa, is said to have been left with significantly diminished reserves of energy. The Queen's was forced to withdraw from the Remembrance Sunday weekend and the Royal Variety performance in November due to her health concerns. Royal doctors are thought to be keen to prevent any further setback from the nasty chest infection. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.